You're watching See Today Business with me, Rory Ashari. Currently, several events are being held, such as the Digital Economy Working Group and also the Urban20 as part of the G20 major event in November this year. And we are now having our reporter Laras Ardia and video journalist Reza Anindita, as well as our reporter Aris Satya and video journalist Andre Saputra to tell us more. Let us begin with Aris. Aris, what do you have for us?
Yeah, okay, Rory. So the second day for the fourth Digital Economy Working Group, or DEWG for short, or I can say is the last day for DEWG, is still ongoing right now inside the Nusa Dua Bali Mulia Convention Center. And today the meeting will be the last space, of course, before the summit for the working group and discussing about how the digitalization can be utilized, can be harnessed for the economic recovery. And since yesterday, the fourth DWG meeting, the G20 members and invitees led by Indonesia, the working group continue to find a consensus about how digitalization can be utilized. And then from what I heard, because today is the last day, the discussion is quite tense because there's a lot of bargaining from many G20 members invitees and including the international organization. And of course, when speaking about DWG, the fourth DWG, the floor is currently discussing the final draft for the Bali package. And when I mentioned about the Bali package, there will be, inside the Bali package, there will be deliverables and also the toolkit that translates 3 DEWG priorities. And of course, the Bali package itself also will be the Digital Economy Minister Declaration that will be declared in 2 days forward. And then the DEWG series of meeting also, I want to make a refresh a little bit about DEWG. So the DEWG is a series of multilateral meetings, and each meeting G20 members and invited countries discussing the DEWG priorities. There is 3 DEWG priorities. First is digital connectivity. So the DEWG members, G20 members, invitees, and also international organization want to build connected community. So they want to transform from offline community into online community. And then they want, because of that, they want to provide, develop, and also enhance the digital infrastructure. And then the second priority is digital skill and literacy. Of course, because after the online community already transformed, and then the connection established, them the user can able to utilize the digital connectivity. And because of that, this priority aim to empower, especially for MSMEs and vulnerable parties. And it also completed with toolkit that can be measurement and measuring toolkit for the digital skills and digital literacy. And then after everybody connected and then connection established, there must be a good governance. And because of that, the third priority of the EWG is the digital governance. This priority, of course, aim to formalize how the cross-border data flow can be applied for G20 country members and invitees. And of course, one most important aspect that discussed by the floor by the GW members, invitees, and international organization is about the safe digital environment and also the fair use of data. And then all that 3 DWG priorities under Ministry of Communication and Informatics is already discussed in the EW series of meeting until today, the last DWG meeting. And that will be included, will be translated into the Bali package that will be the Minister Declaration. And I can say until this evening, the G20 members and invitees currently still inside, they still try to figure it out, still try to find a fit formula and close for the Bali package draft. Back to you, Rory.
Aris Satya, thank you. Now, let's now move to Laras. Laras, what do you have for us?
Sorry, so today it's official that Urban20 Mayor Summit 2022 has started and opens in the Fairmont Hotel Jakarta, Central Jakarta, as the chair of this year U20. So as the chair and co-chair of 2022 U20, the governor of Jakarta, Anies Baswedan, as well as the governor of West Java, Ridwan Kamil, are welcoming all the delegates that are attending in today's summit, along with the Minister of Home Affairs, Tito Karnavian, Executive Director of C40, Mark Watts, and Secretary General of United Cities and Local Governments, Amelia Saiz, are also giving their opening remarks in this afternoon ceremony. So there are at least 12 city delegates that are coming today in person, including Governor of Tokyo, Yuriko Koike, Mayor of Los Angeles, Eric Garcetti, as well as Mayor of Rotterdam, Ahmed Abu Taleb. 10 city delegates joined virtually, whereas 15 observer city delegates attend the summit in person. So through the U20 cities representing G20 member states engage with the G20 and commit to working together with the national governments to address the most pressing challenges or problems that our world is facing today, such as recovering from the crisis resulting from the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as the climate emergency and rising structural inequality. So hence, this year U20 raised a big theme of post-pandemic city. The U20 Mayor Summit will allow U20 cities to present their joint recommendations to the government of Indonesia as the president of the upcoming G20 Leaders Summit, which takes place in Bali on the next November. So there are three main points that will be discussed during this summit, which are strengthening the global health architecture, as well as enhancing digital transformation and fostering a sustainable energy transition. While if we break it down into more detail from those three main points, there are 6 main areas that are being focused on, which are economic and social recovery for all, productive and affordable housing, renewable energy transition, equal access to sustainable mobility, mental health and pandemic resilience, as well as the future of work, which is the digitization as well as the automation processes involved in this development. The U20 as a media to bring together mayors from G20 cities under a common framework and coordinates a joint position to inform the discussions of national leaders. So yes, we believe that this summit will be the right opportunity for all local leaders, local governments, as well as the world communities, as well as world organizations to come together to actually discuss the real problems, real challenges that are currently facing by us, and creating or formulating real solutions for a better future. So back to the studio.
All right, there was Laras as well as Aris reporting from the Digital Economy Working Group in Bali and also the Urban20 in Jakarta. Let's now move on to some business updates.